Welcome everybody. How you guys doing this fine evening? Um, yeah, yeah. I just thought I would pop on and give it a whirl, see what happens. How are we doing tonight? Janet G, Mon. It's going to be Mon. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious me! What a day. Jason, or I said Jason P. Sweet Tea, Mon. Conversation with Christy. Seventh Son. Um, yeah, how are we all doing this evening? It just occurred to me I never heard anybody say your name. How you pronounce it? Moni Moni. Okay. Yeah, and hold on. Damn it. I gotta work on my accuracy with that thing. I was doing really good last night, and oh well. Anywho, hey, since I got you people in here, let me know honest appraisal. What what should I change about the intro video? Is there anything that maybe is getting a little old? Something that might be a little better? You can be brutal. I don't, I'm obviously big enough to handle it. Yes, yes, I know, and I have to get back at Kristen Melinda. I should try to sing. Crap, I didn't even think about loading it up. Try to do Love
Love
Shack
Shack.
with my voice changer, but I don't know how well that would go. Oh my. Uh, yeah, so it's a Saturday evening, probably pretty late. Where's everybody at anyway? I never really knew where you all are from. Um, I mean, I know Conversations with Christy is in Kansas right now, but she'll be going to Colorado. But where's everybody else at? It just occurred to me I never really knew. Um, I just thought I would ask. Yeah, so it's another late night uh, weekend. Alberta, Canada. Wow, that's gotta be late there. 1 p.m. in Western Australia. Oh, that's right, Australia. Yeah, okay. Eastern time. Oh my God. Southern California. Okay. Okay. That's right, because I remember you talking about Tommy joining you a little bit. That that'd be pretty interesting. Colorado Springs, yeah, there's some really nice. I'm really envious of you because yeah, it's always nice looking up there. Um, I did a report on Columbine a little while after that was going on, and just fell in love with the area. It's like, oh my gosh, um, that whole Rampart Range, all the way from yeah, I guess it's Colorado Springs where NORAD used to be, all the way up to Denver and past to Fort Collins. And I guess that's where I guess it's up in north is where Christie's going to be going. But oh my gosh, yes. So yes, I figured out there's no way on this planet I can hit the notes of that insipid song, which must not be mentioned. So I'm trying to figure out how to proceed with it. My wife's wow, interesting. Yes, yeah, it was a really interesting school too, because it always looked like it was a fat, and I guess it was set up to not be a school, but originally was set up to be something like an industrial building, and they converted it over to a school. And of course, now they, that was at the start of it, and now it's changed completely. So, yeah, Jason P had to get a job for a few days in Boulder. Wow, opened. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. When I opened the hotel curtains, the back. Yes. Yeah, and I had a couple friends that we went up to Telluride and went up to Crested Butte. I still call it Krusty, but I mean, hopefully I'm not hopefully I'm not offending anybody by saying that, but yeah. Hey, I'm from Bisbee, so give me your worst shot. I've already heard. If I haven't heard it, I've said it. So yeah, I passed through there yearly. Oh wow, get my fireworks from Wyoming. Yes, Wyoming fireworks. Yes, I gotta say, I didn't think it would, but this is a. I've been trying different fidget toys, and I gave up a long time ago. I don't know what I did with them. This one is from a company called ONO, and it's basically two, I don't know what you would call it, two ball bearings, but this is solid, but you have two ball bearings, and all you do is you roll it. But I think this one's actually not bad because um, I've been trying it out, just getting used to it, and I think it's simple enough that it seems to actually help with focus at times. Of course, the problem is it's hitting. I have a little bit of arthritis right here from playing drums. Um, your right arm, your hi hat. Um, so yeah, unfortunately, it aggravates it. But I can switch to the left. Once you get to the point like driving a motorcycle, where your brain's no longer worried about the what do you call it, the mechanical aspect. Once you start riding, once you get that way with this, it does actually help. um I don't think it would be good for stress though, because you can't really squeeze. I guess you could. Mm, yeah, it's not really good for stress, but it is an interesting toy for focus if you have ADHD. So yeah, College Town. Yes. Let's see here. What we got going on here? You can check out Crafty Channel here. Yes, I'm going to hit Crafty's channel, by the way. As a matter of fact, I can't. Let me do it in this browser. I keep another browser open just in case of subscribe all. And she's up to 28 subscribers. Ooh, she's done some videos too. I didn't notice. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'll look forward to seeing some videos on there. Um, yeah. Yes, it's really beautiful there. Yes, it is. Love the mountains. Yes, yep. Although the part that scares me is when you're in like Denver or anywhere up and down there, looking west, you see mountains. Looking east, you see nothing. So, oh, that's interesting. Uh, North Carolina, equal distance to the beach and the mountains. Interesting. Currently crocheting oogly booglies and Kirby's for her upcoming shows. Okay. Yeah, she's got some interesting projects on there. So yeah, hopefully so she's going to be doing live videos, or is she just mainly going to be doing uploaded videos? Do you happen to know? Um oh my. I should try to do Love Shack. I really should. No, no, no. I need to do it when I can yell and scream. And right now, I don't have a lot of left in my voice, so I'll spare you all. Although it would be interesting to do it with the voice changer, gotta get that going on. Love Shack, baby. Um, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that to the mic. Prettiest It's not the prettiest drive. From Wichita. Foco. Fubu? Fubu. What does Fubu mean? Fubu. That's right, I can cuss because I'm not monetized. Fubu is fucked up beyond all recognition, right? Yeah, Fubu's... Or is that Ubu? No, Fubu's, yeah. I'm going to get some good video of the canyon and everything. Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping you can do a few... even if they're... I mean, they'll probably have to be uploaded because of bandwidth, but still, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Lavender... Whoa. What are you talking about here? With lavender melatonin. Gummy dividing for not familiar with the area. Well, I'll be off grid from noon tomorrow till about noon. Wait a minute. Responding to Janet G. What did Janet... Hi, does your granddaughter get... Oh, okay. Bubble bath. Yes. Yeah, I love lavender. I love the smell of it. That's one of my favorite essential oils. And sandalwood isn't bad. I thought there were a few others that I was getting into for a while. And I still have tons and tons of essential oil. I don't know if it's still good. I mean, it's in a dark place, dark, dry place. I guess that's what it suggests you keep it. But, yes. Loves doing crocheting. That's a good project. That really is. I wish I could be creative with something like that. I mean, crocheting is not really my thing, but I'm glad other people can do it. All of men's favorites include lavender. Yeah. And I must admit, I've never been a fan of... I don't think it's considered an essential oil, patchouli. But I think the people I'm used to are, I think they're like high school kids with a Axe body spray. I think they're probably using a cheap version of it because Tommy was wearing it when I met him, and that smelled great. So I don't know if there's a difference in quality of it, but yeah, Tommy really smelled good. It's like, okay, I can see this. I guess I'm just used to patchouli being to cover up the smell of pot. But, yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm dyslexic and also ADHD. I can't make anything that's not cooking. I bet you can. You just gotta find it. Interesting. I did not know that about you, Sweet Tea. I'm a teacher. I don't like the sound. No. Yes. Sweet Tea, I'll let you in a secret. I don't think anybody likes the sound of their voice. I can say that pretty well. Even people who've had really good radio voices. I mean, I can't try to do it. I can't get that low. But even like radio DJs think they sound stupid. So I'm trying to remember. I think I might have met one or two people who didn't mind the sound of their voice. But I think they're narcissists, to tell the honest to God truth. She hated my... Whoa. What's that about? Miss. That is what my mom is called. She hated my grandmother, mother-in-law. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's good. I shouldn't say. Oh, fuck. Oh, my. Also, I think it's supposed to be natural. That, not good, but natural. I'll just put it like... Oh, my God. Oh, man, I don't know if I'm tired or what. That might be me. Let me try doing something here. Let's try... Is that any better? Let me know. Hold on here. Close out. Let's try this. Let me try... Okay, now is that any better? Um, yeah, I didn't realize it was still going. I got in the same trouble on what do you call it? The Discord server. That particular voice changer, it kicks on when you don't realize it, and it, yeah. Oh no, I had a voice changer in the background there, conversations, and I think it does oddball things. At least that's what I was told because I can't hear it. Um, I think it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I need to not use that. I know that when I was using Discord, the thing would kick on suddenly, and so I stopped using it and all this other stuff. But it opened up on me. I thought, what the heck, I'd hit it once and turned it off. But yeah, I think it doesn't like to turn off. So yeah, it's going bye bye tomorrow. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've abused my poor. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Mm. I don't know. I may have hit up. Actually, I haven't hit the keys, so. Hmm. Yeah, and that's what I use it for, honestly, Seven Sun. When I have to say that word, I typically kick it on for a split second, or say something like "Welcome to Hell, bitches" or something like that. But yeah, and that's what I was going to use it for. But yeah, oh, so let's see here. Yeah, Hmm. Yeah, and I know Sweet Tea's working. For those in the chat who missed it, um, yeah, that wow. Um, I could see actually late night jobs having a little bit of a draw, but I don't know. That's a tough one because yeah, you lose your daytime thing. Um, oh my. But yeah, so I guess we're talking about Colorado here. Has anybody not been to Colorado? I guess would be the question. How about skiing? Anybody like skiing? Um, I know I'm horrible at it, and Johnny would probably, or Tommy would probably be ashamed of me. But yeah, I never really got turning down, but I never really had to because I just go in a straight line until I hit something. Um, so yeah, I have a little bit of turning, but stopping also is not my thing. Um, and that's all good. Yeah, I really at some point I'm going to hit somebody up just to let you guys know. I'm going to hit somebody up to do a duet for something. I looked at doing what do you call those nutless guys? Well, no, not nutless. Yeah, I will say that. Um, oh gosh, no intact male can hit their Bee Gees, but I can't hit those notes in any octaves. And granted, I'm a bass. Yes, Tommy was right about that. But my parents took us to Colorado camping every summer. Wow, there's a whole pile of kids. Did you guys go to any of the ski resorts? Because I know that they tend to open those up for hiking and stuff during the summer. I'd rather drink. I'd rather drink coffee and watch it snow. Yeah, that I do. I'm torn because yeah, with crust. with Crested Butte and Telluride. Sitting in a what do you call those things? A lodge and all that. That's a really cool experience. You have to be kind of rich, um, or you have to live like a rich, at least for the while you're up there. But yeah, it always seemed to me that Telluride was really big into the Allman Brothers for some reason. It seems like that's their hangout, kind of like Wayne Newton with Vegas. Wow, dirt floor in. Come on, let me get that message. Let's try. My dad was built for a cabin in 1933. Wow. Vail in summer, it's so beautiful in the winter. It's magical. Yeah, and every time Vail, I'm glad it's spelled like that because there's a Vail, Arizona, but it's spelled Vail. So, and what was really kind of funny to me is who was it? Not Cassie Bernal. Come on. No, well, there was one of the kids from Columbine moved down there for a while. Now she moved back, but she moved to Vail, Arizona, which is right between here and Tucson. Nothing really there, but well, I shouldn't say that. It's growing, but there's nothing noteworthy about it. So, yeah, let's try. Let me see if I can find another. Oh man, hold on. Maybe this. Maybe this. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh well. Yeah, I have stunning area. I have vivid memories of it. Yeah, I would like to get some good video of it. Ooh, ooh, Christy, good old buddy, old pal, friend. Did I ever tell you the second I saw you that I knew that you deserved a lot of respect? And what do I want? Could you? Well, no, I'll hit you up later. Yeah, I think it'd be great to get some video of the Colorado area. I mean, that whole area is just, I mean, even in the mountains, yeah, it's just really great. Um, I worked with somebody at Chase when I was with Chase Hughes. I worked with somebody who was up from that area. Who was it? Okay, I remember, but yeah. Um, Almost central New Jersey. Okay. It was really interesting to work with Chase. I really felt like I was on my way and I felt like I found what I needed to do. But at the same time, yeah, there was an experience there that I keep wanting to go back. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. God's gift. Yes, thank you, Christy. That's exactly what I was going to. That was exactly what I was kissing up to you for. Um, yeah, Poudre Canyon is super close. I want to go back. Is there any ghost towns on that side of? Actually, I don't know where Vale is. I thought Vale was in the mountains. I don't recall. All I remember is you have Fort Collins, Denver, Castle Rock, and then Colorado Springs along the what do you call that? That's not the Great Divide. Um, Along the mountain range, right before you have the flats of Kansas, and then it goes into the mountains. But yeah, once you get to the mountains, all I remember is I think Telluride South, the Crested Butte, a little bit north, but I know they're both a ways away from Denver. Vail is on the mountain. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Vail Ski Resort. Um, yeah, North Carolina, Raleigh this fall. Any good food spot staples? Huh. I have heard. Oh no, never mind. For what it's worth, I've heard that the worst chimichanga you can get is in Scotland. Apparently, they make their chimichangas with stuff that's close, but not quite. It's like they use tomato sauce to make the sauce on top, but I think they use like marinara or something. It's like, no, no, no. Apparently, it's horrible. It is a continental divide. Okay. Yeah, the foothills over. Yeah, and I know that's the start of the Rockies. I just didn't know if um I keep calling it Rampart Range, but I think Rampart's only from South Denver. And I don't think it's even a Castle Rock. Hmm. And the thing about Telluride that turned I shouldn't say actually Telluride, they're they're all lovely areas. Great areas. The thing that turned me off of Telluride was the people, but in all things, we were there during ski season. And what do you have there in ski season? Tourists like myself. Who's probably the worst people to deal with? Tourists like myself. So, and I imagine the locals probably don't care for them either. And it turns out, wait a minute. Yeah, Tom Cruise owns a place in Telluride. Pueblo chili is good. Hatch, yes. Yeah, and we had some chili out at we own a plant out here. Well, the company I work for owns a power plant that apparently they don't sell chili, but I'm trying to remember how the story goes. They don't sell chili, but they do something. A guy out there, he like grows chili, but he only sells the seeds from it or something. And it's supposed to be, I don't know what kind of chili seeds. I don't think you could grow anything out there. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Tremors, the original. Well, actually, I guess they're all the same. But that area looks like in Tremors. I mean, with Kevin Bacon and the Graboids, that entire. In fact, every time I'm out there, I keep thinking of Graboids. My boyfriend, whose family had a house in Crested Butte, I didn't like Breckenridge. Vale is my favorite by far. I've never, you know what? I'll have to look that up. I've never seen Vale. Um, I probably have seen pictures of it and just plain forgot. Aspen, yes. Hmm. Front Range. Wow. Alberta. Okay, so you're in the same time zone. Crap. Okay, yeah. Because yeah, you're going to be the same time zone as Arizona should be. And you'd be in the same time zone as Colorado, if memory serves. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Christy, last night in Krista Melinda's chat, somebody mentioned adult coloring books. And I made the comment that, okay, I'll say it again, and it's still true. When I hear the word adult coloring books, and I put this in a comment, I think of coloring books with Ron Jeremy. And apparently, um, I don't know if you know who Ron Jeremy is. Um, but yeah, poor Mon had to Google Ron Jeremy, and she was very sorry she did. I'm not certain of this. Was he? I think he was in Ass Bandits too, but I'm not certain. It's been years, so I probably shouldn't talk about that. Hey, I was a teenager. What do you expect? Blessed to crochet. Good evening. I was just sitting here and we were discussing Bible verses, and let's see here. Um, we were singing hymns and everything, and yeah. It, so okay, so okay, okay, and I know that. Yeah, he's like he was extremely gross when he was older. Um, but yeah, he's like been in more of those movies than like everybody else combined almost. So yeah, I think he turned out to be. Trying to recall, did he turn out to be poor? I think he or insane. I'm trying to recall. I think he did kind of go um a little. How do I say this? I think he did kind of lose some marbles. I'll just put it like that. I I'll have to look it up, but I'll. I definitely won't do it while being live. That's for darn sure. Oh, Krista Melinda, I really do like Pick a Daughter, though. I mean, I try to keep it good. I mean, it's good natured. Um, but she's really smart too. I really do. I really do. I want. She's another person I want to lick their brain. Um, and I want to do that with. Well, I won't say it. There's several people I want to lick their brain in a non creepy way. Just because I want what they know, and I think it's probably the easiest way to do it. But it's hard to say that without sounding like a zombie. So, yeah. Oh my. Hey, it's late night. I can get away with it. So yes. Um, be truthful with me. Is there anything about the intro video or the outro videos that I have that somebody thinks might not be the best choice? Maybe. Oh yeah. She is a smart cookie. Yes, I like that. A lot of the therapists that I know are that smart. They tend to get really stuffy, and Krista Melinda is anything but. Well, let's see, who was the guy who did the zombie movie? Not Rob Lowe. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Legends of the Fall. Um, Brad Pitt. I still can't figure out what the hell he was thinking. Why? Like, what? Why? I can't. Heavy drama, World War Z. I I don't get it. Yes, it is a good thing. She almost stuck me a 10-second timeout. Brad Pitt. Yeah, he's I just can't figure out why he did that movie. Why? I would like to ask him. I mean, because it seems like he's such a high level star that he has his pick. So it's not like he's, um, it's not like he's a starving artist type thing. So I can't figure that one out. Um, yeah, it just didn't seem to fit. I mean, he did good with it. Um, but yeah, from what I understand, the book, I like I like what has been transferred from, or what has been told to me is in the book, because I haven't read that because my reading list is still quite long. Um, but yeah, from what I understand, the book of World War Z, they were slow zombies, which I prefer. I think fast zombies are an abomination. So you had slow zombies, and it was actually reversed. In the movie, they have to go to the cold. The zombies don't deal well with cold. In the book, the zombies did better in the cold because they were decaying less, and in the heat, they would kind of smell bad and yeah, fall apart and things like that. So maybe they smelled like Ron Jeremy. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think he did. I want to look that up, but I'm fighting the temptation to do it. Because yeah, I think I recall that I think he was a ward of the state. Um, and I seem to recall him being poor, which you wouldn't expect, but in that industry, probably everybody's on drugs. So your reading list and my crusade list long. Yeah, and the problem I'm having is, especially while I keep trying to hold off on reading anything heady, and that's the problem. All this stuff is pretty damn heady. I mean, I've been trying to pick through the easy books, and I still have one coming. Um, what was it called? Something about protection or something like that. It's a little more spiritual, but I'm hoping I'll be able to tackle that because yeah, with where I'm at with this whole stupid ADHD thing, um, I really have issues reading. It's just, man, I'm really having a tough time getting through my reading list. So I'm hoping it'll be an easy read. My understand it is. So um, yeah, because I would like to get something killed off. I do know the self hypnosis I was doing, because I was doing it mainly for practice, just to get some of the concepts down. But I do know that self hypnosis is nowhere near as strong as hypnosis with another person. Um, because the thing is that when you're hypnotizing yourself, you know your weaknesses, and when you're hypnotizing somebody, like 85% of it is not the person is being hypnotized. It's on the person who's doing the hypnosis, and it's not even really their skill; it's their authority, or their perceived authority. So if you see people who do hypnosis, they tend not to do comedy because comedy will really take you down as far as that authority goes. They really try to appear very a lot, almost kind of stage art, really kind of larger than life. They wear the drop earrings and the robes and all that stuff when they come out on stage. Yeah, there was a big thing with zombie movies. I still don't know. I mean, I guess I should rejoice that the vampire werewolf thing. I should rejoice that went away. Um, I just couldn't deal with. Well, the thing that did that was the Twilight series, because that was just. Oh my god! It makes. If you like Twilight, I sincerely apologize. I don't know if I sincerely apologize. I apologize, but yeah, it made my eyes bleed. Interesting, Jason P. Set up to get assessed for ADHD next week. I have found that I may be suffering from not enough rep. Yeah, that is in body language. Um, when you see somebody doing that number, like what? What that's actually akin to? It's when the high blink rate. It can be associated with dishonesty in a cluster, but it's mainly the high blink rate is basically your processors frying. So if you see somebody, it means it's basically akin to them closing apps, kind of like on a phone or a computer. Or I try to think of it as a drive light, on your home, on your PC, your drive light's flickering. Yes, thank you for that, Christy. That's what I was thinking. After being deemed unfit to stand trial. Oh, interesting. Don't read more about it. He was charged with some. Oh, well, I honestly, not really a surprise there, I suppose. I know StreamYard as well. Yeah, right now I'm using Restream, but I'm not at all married to it. I'm doing the month to month thing. I mainly use StreamYard because I wanted my transition to be going live. I want it to be as easy as possible. And then I made a mistake of hitting a button on there that switched the version to a new version. And that's led to me making some mistakes. I'll just say that. But, yeah, it's all good. And, yeah, but I do like StreamYard. The thing I didn't like about StreamYard was the same thing Spanx didn't like about it was the bright screen. But I understand now, and Spanx even said that they have a night mode on it, so that would be good. I do like how you can set up because I was talking to somebody about it earlier. They were talking about using two cams. Of course, Restream you can only have one. I think they both. I could be wrong on this. I think they both suffer from the same kind of machine language that doesn't let you. I could play stuff in the browser. It does not come across. So what I'm going to have to do when it comes time for to do love to I won't say the name to do like karaoke and things like that, just to kind of poke at the mighty KM. I'll have to share on my screen a do a screen share of the program so the music gets piped in. The only other way to do it is to do what KM does, where she has it playing on her phone, and the mic kind of picks it up. My issue with that would be my hearing. Yeah, very insightful. Yeah, I hear you, Jason P. Mine normally isn't that bad. I always had issues with I make maps. Um, but what just blows me away is I'd make a map and I mainly focus on the data represented, make sure like elevations are correct. Whatever I'm trying to represent. God, I'd misspell everything and I wouldn't catch it. And then I'd, work and work and work and get that done. And then I'd print a map and it would get used in meetings. I'd do stupid stuff like misspelling, the company name. And the thing is that that's still, I have to, what I do now is it slows me down, but, right now that's more advantageous. I go through and I have to work on the stupid thing, set it aside, work on something else, then give it a break and then open it back up and look at it. But yeah, that I don't shift gears well. I really don't. I cannot. I used to be a lot better at shifting tasks. And now I'm trying to do what Spank suggested, where you just, take a little bit of a break between to kind of clear your brain, like, clearing your palate, I suppose, like wine tasting and things like that. Oh my God. That showed up. I couldn't watch Twilight when that showed up. I am. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, and from what I understand, I think it's kind of like Now I noticed this with when I worked in the body shops. Everybody I know who owned a body shop, they always drove the worst piece of crap. Um, so I think it's kind of like the same thing. One of the best therapists I had, she had kind of a obsessive thing going on, and she had to limit it to doing. Um, she tried to limit it best to where it didn't affect her life, and where she got down to was where when at stoplight she would count 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, and just do that, and that was how she expressed it. But yeah, I don't know how far behind I am. Mm, yes, in my case, that's interesting. I never gave that any thought. I know I had problems with looking people in the eye. I still do. And it's in my case, it's because I'm so used to doing it. My confidence is much better than it was. But I think it's learned behavior at this point. So I'm trying to do it without doing a psychopathic stare. Because it's like learning. It'd be like a child who's been stuck in a room for a while, except mine's self-imposed. So, and mine was self-imposed because of the whole empathy thing. Um, oh, interesting. Let's do crochet. Okay. Janet G doing her first live on Tuesday, trying to figure out how can we talk. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, and I have a panel with Plant Freak and Spanx, Dawn Gloves, and the mighty Kristen Melinda. We're going to be talking about ADHD, and I'm really interested in getting their opinions of how it manifests in them and what tips and tricks they have. Now, Kristen Melinda's not really ADHD, but she's a therapist and she's had a lot of exposure to it through people that she's known. So, it should be pretty interesting. And she does really good with what do you call it? Breaking down concepts that are really easy to digest. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm hoping to learn quite a bit. Yeah, when's your first live anyway? I mean, I'm trying to remember what your time zone is. Um, I guess we can see it on your channel too if you schedule it. So yeah, exactly. That was, and I hope that you have an easy time doing it. I noticed that for me, I make a new mistake every time. I did not do it this time. Interesting. I haven't made a mistake yet, but I was finding that every single live that I did, I wouldn't make the same mistake. I would make a new one, but that's fine. You know, yeah, I just have to get used to. Mm, mm, yeah, yeah, and you can. It's really easy to do. When I first accidentally switched over, I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I don't know why I picked to do it right before I was going live," and I immediately panicked, like, "What the hell did I do?" Because I thought for sure I'd hit the button, and I just wanted to see what it was, and there's no like undo button, and I was like, oh, "Holy hell! What did I do wrong?" Oh my god, this is a nightmare. oh, this is going to burn. And yeah, I got on the live chat, and the guy's like, yeah, all you have to do is go down to the gear, and the rollback button is right there. So yeah, but I am getting used to the new version. I just liked one thing I liked about the old version of Restream is in the was it you pull over the design in the design screen, you could just upload videos there. In this one, what you have to do is you have to create a new like for my intro and outros, you have to create a tab on the other side, and you have to upload them first. Whereas the other one, you could just kind of upload them and would throw it right there, and you didn't have to create any of this. But this, I mean, I can see that this is a lot smoother. Um, One thing I'm not crazy about is their official countdowns. You can't use your own music. You're limited to the dulcet tones of, let's see, lounge music. Come on, give me lounge music. Give, yeah, feel the blues. Yes. Actually, you don't feel blues. You feel a smoking jacket. Maybe not a smoking jacket. Maybe I don't know what you feel. Um, I don't know what that is. Never mind. But yeah, you're stuck to their music. Um, but hey, I do like the countdowns that they have. I just wish you could pipe in your own music with them. Uh, Noon Mountain Time. Okay, that works. Actually, that works really well. Yeah, I'll try to make it. I'm excited to hear about that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I should be back home. I have Tuesday off. Oh, it's Thursday. Thursday. Okay. Yeah, I should still be able to make it. Let's see here. Deer in the headlights. I don't remember what it was. Mm, yeah, that makes sense. And you know, I've heard that somebody else suggested another program. It's one by Google, but I don't recall what the name of it was. Um, but apparently Google's making one. Hmm. Yeah, Jason P's going to try to make it during lunch. Hmm. Yes, and that is something I just found out. I need to see about getting a channel made or a thing made on Discord to stick this silliness up. I planned on being a lot louder and a lot sillier this evening, but yeah, I feel pretty tired. It's much easier to get silly in front of Krista Melinda because, yes, Plant Freak is amazing. It is. She is so well. I'm impressed by her attention to detail and how well she does at these. Um, she's really got an eye for it too. So yeah, and the thing I really love about Plant Freak is even if she's in panels or chats and stuff, she's going through and she's trying to make things as easy as possible for you. The one thing about StreamYard, I think, also is it allows you to star comments. And oh, wait a minute, you can. Okay. Oh, interesting. Pinned comment. Okay, so you can star them. I didn't notice that. Okay. Mm, cool. So you mean a new channel or no? It's still under Janet G. Janet G. Right? And I thought about changing the name of my channel, but Um, it just kind of did this on a not on a whim, but I really wanted to help facilitate this while needing a meeting. So I just went with it, and I thought about it after the fact, and I had my channel already named. So it's like, oh crap. I mean, I think you can change it after the fact, and I think everything still works. Um, in my case, I have two different music sites streaming to it, or not streaming to it, but to where I can use their music and stuff. But I think even if I change it, I think it's looking. I don't think it's looking at the title. I think it's looking at like an ID number internally. Tampa B, how you doing? Good to see you this evening. My God, what are you doing up at this time? It's got to be like, let's see, in Florida, it would be 2 billion o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's late. Tampa. Yes, yeah. Good to see you, Tampa. I'm sorry, I'm way behind here. Tampa B, man. Yeah. Hmm. Huh. The thing, actually, that is one thing. Everybody thinks there's an advantage to being tall. Maybe there is when you're in school, like high school. Um, it also comes in handy for when you're doing a lot of self defense stuff. Because actually, and they keep saying it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. Um, Having said that, later in life, it's actually I would I would kind of wish I was shorter because cars don't fit well. Planes, oh my god, you're sitting there with your knees up to your chin. Oh man. That was Ron Jeremy music. Well, I am way behind here. I'll get caught up. It's 1 a.m. here. You have a great evening conversations. Great to see you this evening. Yeah, Plant Freak is great. I do like her. Okay, cool. I'm caught up. Mm, yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's a good height. Well, that's a little well. Yeah, my height right now. I think it cuts both ways. If you're short, you have to get stuff specially made. My height is I'm at the maximum throw of a large bow and arrow, and actually I had to buy a large bow, the largest size, and it actually I can't quite with fingers. I can't quite hit my anchor point. I mean, when I'm fully out, it's like right before you hit your anchor, so I have to use a trigger to get my a release. Um, that extra inch of the release helps me reach my anchor. Let's say I'm in Arizona. I'm about an hour from Tucson. I'm right up the road from Tombstone, Arizona. Tourist trap. Hmm. Tombstone is very tourist trappy. Corner booth a time or two. Hmm. Oh, Janet G. Oh my. So anybody got so yeah, Janet? No, that's right. You already know about that. Tampa B. Janet G is planning on taking her channel live Thursday at noon Central or noon Mountain, which would be Central. Let's see, Central, and then your time be Eastern. So it'd be 10 o'clock, I believe, your time. Oh, interesting. Wow. Yeah, I was. What? What do evil? Oh, here we go. Here's my channel. It's me, Janet G. Oh, okay. Oh, but Janet. I don't think you can post your. Wait a minute. You're is okay, Janet G. Let me see here because I think I can do it. So is your what is Janet G? Let's see if I can find your. Oh my gosh, I don't remember what your icon looked like. Wait a minute, I can just scroll up and find it. Janet G. Okay, owl. Okay, that's right. I'm looking for an owl. I'm looking for an owl. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jason B. Oh, okay, it's all good. It's all fine. It's all Zen. Actually, I don't think this is Zen. I think Zen's like, I don't know. But okay, I'm going to make sure I'm sub to her. I think I am, but let me try. Let me just do this. Okay, yeah, I'm already subscribed. Carry on. Okay. Thank you for posting that, Jason P. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, just so you know, Janet G, only mods, for whatever reason, only mods can post email addresses and HTTP addresses. It looks like it's coming across when you type it in the comments, but it wipes it out. Cool. Okay, Janet G, you're up to 63. Actually, you're probably up to. Okay. No. Yeah, you're up to 63 subscribers, Janet G. You're well on your way. Let's see here. You're sub because I just changed. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, did you, and you already have software published? Okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, now I got to. Hey, how about this? I don't know. I kind of like bacon bits. You know what? I have two channels, so I can. I would lose my. That's right. I'm sub to like 5 channels. Um, what do you people think I should change my name to? I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt leaving it bacon bits. And the only reason why I chose bacon bits really was I was doing as a joke on Tommy's channel, bacon is meat candy, and then who was it? Streets LA gave me a shout out one time, and he shortened it from Ben Bacon is meat candy Turner. He shortened it and he just called me Ben Bacon. So yeah, why not? Evil Ben. Was that because of the Ron Jeremy thing? I'll play on words, Rocky Horror. Feed me, Seymour. Yeah. I do like what's his name's dentist routine. Oh come on. Oh come on. Who was that guy? Oh good grief, he's a big actor too. Big comedian. Oh gosh, what was his name? Oh, I'm just a wild and crazy guy. Come on, Steve Martin. No. Steve Martin? Yeah, okay. And Rick Moranis. Let's see who else was in that. Um oh crap. Oh, the guy who played the The Dude and Drag. Oh man. Mm. You know what? How long is it? Sweet tea. Uh, Bacon bit. Oh, 8 minutes. Okay, I'll have to wait. But Bacon King, baby. Hmm. Rick Moranis, yes. Tim Curry, thank you. Is he still around? Or did... Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. What are you doing this time of evening? You should be in bed, young lady. You're back east, aren't you? I thought you were. Of course, we got Tampa B here. She's in Eastern. Janet G / carry on. You have yourself a good evening. I'll try to remember who you are tomorrow, but I probably will forget. Yeah. Tim Curry's a really interesting. Oh, okay. He was a really interesting guy. He did a really good villain. I still liked him best in Clue. I mean, that movie was slaughtered, and critics hated it, but I actually loved it. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. Oh yeah, insomnia. Yeah, that's not fun at all. Yeah, I am sorry to hear that. Well, hey, I'm at least 15 years older than you. So, uh, poor son. Hey, that's one thing I like about electronic kits because I have to play electronics with my hearing now. You can do electronic kits can do great. Pour some sugar on me, especially with the snare mixed with oh, what's that effect called? Oh well, anywho, yeah, you can do that. The one thing I do not like is um, no matter what you do, no matter how good the electronic kit is, playing Black Sabbath Paranoid, da 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 boom ba. Sounds like disco. Uh, Criminal Minds, interesting. I did not know that. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? I guess he's probably a good guy. I imagine. 15 hours last night. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's. But yeah, that is. I do know that when you're they suggest that you only move your sleep schedule by 30 minutes a night, but I don't I don't think there's a single person I know that does that. All the My hubby's very indulgent when it comes to my music. John Mulaney, comedian. Oh, he's a serial killer. He would make a good serial killer. Um, he was in that movie. He was one. There was actually one where Sylvester Stallone did a good job in it. Is a comedy role. Oh come on. Oh, what was the name of that one? There was one where he was like a 20s gangster where he's trying to go straight. Hey, I mean it's Sylvester Stallone, but I thought he did a good job. I mean, you wouldn't think that he could do comedy, but no, I would have hated to see him in um what is Saturday, not Saturday night. Oh, come on. The one in LA with Murphy. Um the cop one. I would have hated to see him in that. He would have probably slaughtered it. But Lost Mittens, good to see you. Um, Beverly Hills Cop. He was supposed to be in that, or he was one of the runners up to be in it. I think the role was supposed to be written for him. Maybe he could have done it, but I don't think it would have been as good as he would have probably made it too serious. Work with nonprofits and what. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I only saw a Rocky Horror movie a few years ago. Time Warp. Oh, Time Warp would be interesting to do. We're doing Time Warp again. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, I think if I use the voice changer, well, no matter what, I'll probably have to record it and upload it. I think it's what Krista Melinda does anyway. Um, but did the reenactment of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I cannot, no matter how hard I try. I was getting good velocity out of sticking things up my nose on Chris and Melinda's show, and I cannot find the thing that I. Oh well. I was so proud of myself. I was getting good velocity with it too, blowing things out of my nose. But oh well. I'll have to try mixing it up, like mixing stuff together, like Bella does in the Pitch Perfect movie. Pitch Perfect. I don't know that one. What's the latest movie anybody's seen? I'm trying to remember what my latest movie is. Holy hell. I think the newest movie I have seen. Actually, wow. I think it would be something like, oh gosh. I think it'd be something like Maze Runner, the Maze Runner trilogy. Song remains the same, Rocky. Was it the song? Was the song remains the same? Yeah. I think that was the Led Zeppelin movie. I think they used a lot of that in their concerts too. Five Nights at Freddy. I keep thinking about trying to play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I'm not into horror. I tried playing Sons of the Forest and couldn't handle that. Phantasmophobia. No, couldn't do that. Um, I'm not really good for video games anymore. Does the new Beetlejuice have the same star in it? Keaton. Abyss. Hey, I kind of like that one. Really, the movie was actually good. Huh? Oh, hey, Ned, how you doing? Got my ticket for a long way around 2 bottle of whiskey for. Yeah, that was. I did some IT work for Crystal Palace, which is a fancy sounding name for a really crappy bar in Tombstone. Um, in fact, it was the bar I think Wyatt Earp's brother was shot in. Um, but they gave me a bottomless shot glass, but I don't drink anymore. Yeah. And the thing is, I was never really addicted to alcohol, but I just don't do it because I know too many people who, I don't know, it would just feel like I'm being disingenuous. And honestly, actually, that's probably half of it. The other half of it would be with all the stuff my liver's going through. I really don't want to tax it. Styx, Foreigner, and John Wayne. I really loved Damn Yankees doing Renegade. I mean, you can have your opinions of, Ted Nugent, but I absolutely loved their version of Renegade. It just had a lot more with all the guitars in it. Now, granted, the only copies of it are fairly low fidelity, though. But yeah, it was a really, really good song the way they played it. Now, and honestly, Daryl's house, um, Daryl Hall, he has a. I don't think he's still doing it, but he had a show on, I believe it was MTV for a while, bunch of YouTube stuff on it. Um, I don't know if it's YouTube, maybe on his website, but yeah, Daryl's house. He has some excellent musicians. They do some really good versions of songs on there. I still like his version of oh come on, oh me and names tonight. Oh man, hello, it's me. Todd Rundgren. He had Todd Rundgren on. They did better versions of all of Tom's songs that I love. They did better versions than the original, I thought. Can you take? Yeah, and I really liked the guy from Night Ranger Blades, Nick Blades. I can't remember his first name, but yeah, the bass player was from Night Ranger, and of course you had Tommy Shaw from Styx. They're both really good musicians. Um, yeah, and Tommy Shaw. Damn it, he always one thing that always ticked me off about Tommy Shaw. He when he was with Styx, you'd look at the back album cover like, damn, I like that hot chick. What's that? Who's that hot chick? That's Tommy Shaw. No, that's a hot chick. I always do that. I did the same thing with Poison. I mean, Poison, my friends are like, hey, check this band out. And like, I don't know about them. And like, oh man, the drummer is hot. She is hot. Dude, that's a dude. No, 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 no. Dudes can't look like that. That is a hot chick. It's a dude. No, it's a hot chick. I'm telling you, it's a hot chick. Yeah, but um, but hey, what's his name? Rob Lowe's still hot. Uh, Foo Fighters. Who did they get for the drummer anyway? Oh, I guess I could look it up. Um, I'm really interested to see who they got for their drummer. And that's one thing I really. It's a shame that I never really got into. I mean, I liked a couple of their songs. I just didn't know it was them. I always thought Foo Fighters would be more grungy. But it's like, man, I really love their music. But I didn't get into the drummer till, he died. And it's like he was a good drummer and he wasn't great or anything, but he was he was a great guy because he was humble and everything. The way he played made me hurt just looking at it because it's very herky jerky and it's like, oh man, ow. But man, it worked for him. And I guess it's a style of music, but like man, you can get the same sound and you play it lightly and just turn up the mic, but no, oh well. But I did like the way he was also self taught. I don't think he could. He may not have. I don't think he could read music, but he was self taught. He mainly learned to play most of the drum patterns just from the Police, Zenyatta Mandana, and a Queen album. And he played those two albums over and over because that's all he had money for at the time. And that's how he learned to play drums with those two albums. But it taught him a lot of your basic beats. Geddy Lee was never mistaken for a hot girl. Yeah, what was really odd was Geddy Lee looked better when he was younger, and Alex Lifeson looked better when he was older. But I still think Neil Peart's got. Oh, sorry, but yeah, Neil Peart's still God. Um, I actually saw a drummer on. Yeah, and I think I mentioned this before. There was a drummer on Drumeo who didn't know Rush, and it's like, how can you be a drummer and not worship at the altar of Neil Peart? I mean, that's kind of like being a sci-fi fan and not knowing who Ray Bradbury or Star Trek. Ray, not Ray Bradbury, Ray. Oh well, whatever. The guy who wrote Star Trek. It's kind of like not knowing who he is. Of course, granted, I apparently forgot his name too. Ah, uh, Matt Matt Groudon was the drummer for Nirvana and the voice of the Foo Fighter. Oh, that's you mean Dave Grohl. Um, Dave Grohl is actually a really accomplished musician, and that's one of the things I like about Dave. Dave? Well, Grohl. One of the things I like about him is he's also very, very humble, and he admits that. Oh yeah, Neil Peart was. Yeah, he was really something. Uh, Dave Grohl admitted that he played these other beats growing up because he couldn't play Rush. And that's a big thing because at least when I grew up, that was during the '70s. It was how fast you could play Wipeout. But when I grew up, it stopped being that. It was, dude, can you play YYZ? And those who could play YYZ would then turn around and say, yeah, I can, but can you play La Villa Strangato? Like, um, but yeah, Neil Peart's drum solo is amazing. And that was one thing I liked about Neil Peart. I was comparing him with other drummers like Dream Theater. Dream Theater's drummer is phenomenal. The thing is that he does a lot of stuff that Neil Peart never really had down. But what Neil Peart had down was he also had an awareness. Dave Grohl, thank you. Um, Peart has an awareness of where when the singer's singing, you back off. And he had a little bit more of a, I don't want to say mature, but the way he approached music was different. Now, okay, they're different genres too. Um, but that's the thing I don't like about a lot of Dream Theater. I love a lot of their drumming, but yeah, they kind of, the singer singing a real melodic part, and in the background, double bass rolls and you kind of they're stepping all over each other because it's little Roddenberry. Thank you. I'm horrible with names tonight. It's late. My memory, yeah, my memory and my voice are shot. So 360 drum set, yeah, that was. It started getting pared down later on, but I guess it kind of makes sense because he was using triggers for a lot of things, and they really got a long ways with drum triggers, so he was able to set triggers in some of his acoustic drums as well. But I loved his older um, acoustic setup a little better, with the way he had a lot of, gold, man, like his Ludwig set, and then he has the Roland in the back. Um, Eric Johnson, phenomenal guitar player, phenomenal. I still loved it when he was with J3. Eddie Van Halen, yeah, yeah. Friend in high school has a rap poster, not for their music, rather for inspiration. Yeah, there was oh, Henry Rollins was talking about Rat, and he still remarks about how great that song is because he says that's one of the best lines. I'll tell you why. He's talking about how, yeah, that was one of the best lines ever written in a song. Of course, I still liked I think Tim was talking about one time they wrote a song, and one of the things I liked about Henry Rollins, he's also a little humble, not so much, but he was talking about how one time they got this new song and he couldn't memorize all the lyrics, but all he would try to do is get the first line out. If he could get the first line out, he usually kept on track. So this one time they're on stage, he gets the first line. I was like, okay, I know where we're going from here. But then the bass player starts playing the wrong bass line, and he's playing the wrong song. Everybody else just closes their eyes, just keeps playing, and the bass player's like, oh fuck, and he catches back up. But so the song's back on track, but that minor delay, he goes to get the microphone, and he realizes he doesn't know any of the words. He just left his mind. So he's up there on stage live in front of a huge audience. And he's like, and they don't have, I mean, Rush, everybody did it where they had lyrics just in case if something happened, you could just look down. It's like, okay, you usually just look at it a couple times and you're like, okay, you'll be able to catch back up. But yeah, he doesn't have any of that. So, yeah, he just had to dance around the stage because it wasn't a solo or anything. It had your standard 3 verses or 2 verses, your guitar solo, bridge, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus. And he had to kind of dance around on stage and act like it was a musical, even though it didn't, like a solo. And yeah. Hey, so yeah, I put my that kind of helps me at times when I do a screw up in the middle of a video. It's like, you know what? Yeah, compared if he can be okay with that in front of all those people, I can be okay with whatever screw ups I make. So yeah, Ren Grill, never heard of them. Yeah, I've been getting into Dream Theater, but I'm trying to find somebody new. There was one band that Spank turned me on to. They're a little bit progressive. Late, yes. How you doing, Rick? Rick Spicer, yeah. Can you play Chainsaw like? Who are you talking to? I can't play a chainsaw. It's really odd. And I'm finding this that um, a lot of my issues growing up with braces from a young age. So what happened was my lips grew around my braces. So now it's like my teeth are too back. Of course, I also had a mandibular advancement. That's when your lower jaw is way back here. So they break your jaw, they slide it forward, and they wire it shut. The problem was when they did that, they accidentally cut the nerve. So I have no feeling at all. And yeah, my lower lip doesn't always cooperate well. Sometimes you go to pronounce something and your lip is not there. It's like, well, you would think you would get it back, but yeah, got it back mostly. It's the number 1 artist in UK without a label. Interesting. He sings a lot about. That is so interesting. What was this? Okay. That is so interesting. What was the name again? What was the full name again? Come on, I just saw it. Oh, come on. Where was that? Where was that? Oh, come on. Oh, man. Oh, wait, YYZ. I saw YYZ up here. My youngest first goal was YYZ because his uncle couldn't. He was about 5 kids. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the bass line. Yeah. Yeah, and I should have been a bass player. I really should have because, see if I can find something for scale. here's a can, average, this is just sparkling water, but you know, yeah, um, I can palm basketball easily. So I should have been a bassist. But yeah, watching the fingering on YYZ, I never knew the bass. I drummer, so I was always paying attention to the drums. But yeah, the bass part is. I watched. There was a guitar player in England, Wings of Pegasus. He breaks down songs, and the thing I really love about him, he loves everything. I mean, he even gets into like Roy Clark, and it's like Roy Clark, really? But he finds good things about everybody, and it's like, you know what? I'm good for him. Good for you that you can do that. That's good because you don't see that a lot. Um, Start with Hiran. Hmm, interesting. I'm going to have to dig into that. Rickster. Hey, Tony B, what are you doing up? Wow, man, what? Oh my! But that is so interesting. I'll have to dig into that. A7X was the inspiration for my youngest to learn how to play bass drum and guitar. That's why I have a death tattoo. Interesting. It took me a long time to get down double bass. I'm still not as fast on it as I'd like to be. I'd like to switch to heel toe to get those real fast flutter rolls. Um, but yeah, I really do like playing double bass. It's much more athletic. And yeah, I've been trying to get out to my kit more often, but yeah, this condition, man, alive. It's fine. It's not going to last forever. In different cultures, they consider respectful not to look you in the eye. That's very true. It's like a lot of cultures pointing, huge insult. So what they teach you is to point. I've been trying. I do try to tend to do that. And actually, a lot of times I'll do that number. Um, but yeah, you point with your whole hand. Also, that a lot of cultures that isn't good. Ren is amazing. That is. Thank you for turning me on to that. I'll try to look them up. Um, there's some phenomenal uh, musicians out of England. I still like Mary Spender. I mean, a lot of her music is too, I don't know, different, but I admire, even if I don't necessarily like the song, I admire the workmanship that goes into it. And I still absolutely love, I need to link it again. Mary Spender did a video, The Dark Side of Ambition. Great video because it just describes everything in therapy and physical therapy. Wow. Um, Everything wrong with how the music industries run, where there's so much pressure on the musicians to where they have to perform every show and they're booked with these incredible schedules. And the problem is that your body can't take that. So you start developing injuries. Okay. Well, instead of missing a show, what all the record companies do is they give you painkillers. And then you get, that's how Prince got on painkiller that killed him. They get addicted to all this stuff. It's just horrible. And yeah, then they're told that if you miss a show, that's fine. No, you can miss a show. There's 100 others waiting to take your place. So yeah, and the record companies do that crap to them. It's like, man, yeah, just horrible things. So I keep hoping that it'll turn around. And I know that a lot of musicians out of England that they're kind of bucking that a little bit, and they're turning more to alternative media. Going directly to iTunes and oh gosh, the other one, the other name, the other program which I can't remember. I don't even. Another few hours from now. Yeah, I I feel your pain. Yeah, I do feel your pain. Um, that's been something that's been really. I'm almost a little thankful that I have ADHD much worse now because of this whole blood condition. It has allowed me to see a side of my ADHD is much worse, and now I look at people who have it worse than me because before it's like, well, this isn't that big of a thing. I don't see what the big thing's about. So what? And now I see some of the because it's much worse because of all the fatigue and stuff. Of course, and also having your liver thrash, you don't lose weight anymore. In fact, you gain weight no matter anything you do. You gain weight. um, but it, excuse me, it's been just amazing to see, and some of the respect I have, or the respect I have for people who deal with it, it's just grown so much. Just because it's like, how the hell have you dealt with this? Especially back in like grade school. In grade school, my focus was dead on, and now I can't imagine going to college. I can't imagine going to college or high school. And the thing is, they're all in college. Your neural pathways are a little, do a little better. Um, but yeah, now I realize in high school the subjects are a lot more dumbed down, but still, it's the first time you've learned a lot of things. So yeah, it just seems like that would just be so much harder. This does seem to help with focus a little bit. It's not good for stress. You just hurt your hand if you're doing it for stress, but it does seem to help with focus. It's kind of like yeah, riding a motorcycle and listening to something. Your memory of or riding a bicycle and listening to something on a long ride where you really absorb it a lot better. It's just a simple movement. At least not. Oh, well, see that. Mine was never like this. At least not for me. It used to work. Yeah, the last few years, I really tense maze and down much more now. Used to be organized chaos. Now, I yeah, that's the way I am now. My ADHD is so much worse. It didn't help. I mean, I hate to say this, it didn't help when I gave up nicotine, uh, and I think that might be why people with ADHD um, use nicotine unawareingly so, but they're like their body realizes. That's the way it is with a lot of things. Our body realizes like, hey, you need this, and that nicotine it really helps with some of the symptoms. The problem is, of course, it's hugely addictive. Um, but I wasn't on tobacco. Um, I was just doing the nicotine lozenges. I do use, and I don't have it here. I do use it's a placebo. I do use herbal chewing tobacco. Look up 8D audio music Van Halen. Yeah, it's true. This here 8D music Van Halen. Yeah, because I want to have this in here just so. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. Is it like a? Is it like use headphones? Engulfs your whole brain. Makes me tired, but it's fun. That is so interesting. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, so you just use that for Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, that is so interesting. Yeah, I can see what you mean. You know what? That's interesting you bring that up. That is basically what's happening here. It's the same thing that EMDR does because EMDR you don't need you don't necessarily need a bouncy ball. You just need in one of the versions of let me turn this down here there so I don't talk louder. Um, you don't necessarily need a video. They one version of EMDR uses pulsing, and you can even do it with holding two paddles and one vibrates off and on. But yeah, it does the same thing. It's to gauge both sides of the brain. That is interesting. Yeah, that is an interesting effect on ADHD. Wow, that is a thank you for that, Miss. That really is great. Yeah, my ADHD. Yeah, and I know. Yeah, it's age. In my case, it's age, and it's also fatigue. And then also, I was starting to say this. I never finished. Um, my liver, of course, is trash. So, I'm gaining weight. Well, fat cells will actually also they absorb a material that your brain makes um, that helps with ADHD. So you're kind of getting age, fatigue, and then fat, which also bumps it up. So yeah, it's kind of a triple whammy. I slept for 2 days after my first. Mm, wow. Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right, Ned. I have found music at 432 hertz is interesting. It has an interesting effect on it. I don't know. Um, I don't know what's effect on ADHD. I'm open to it, but yeah, this is interesting having that just go back and forth, just panning from your left to your right, or right to left. Mm, makes sense, actually. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, 'cause they have 24D audio. Yeah, because I just had it pop up with Bohemian Rhapsody too, or 32. Yeah, okay. Digital artwork even. Interesting. That is so interesting. I'm still blown away by that video you were able to make. I mean, that is just astonishing. Um, I haven't checked to see. Did you do that on a phone or was that a PC that you did that video with? And the reason I ask is there was when I was with Chase Hughes ABR, they were doing videos where they were taking photographs of people, staff, and they were putting them on. Like I had one where I was put on. Who was it? My face was put on top of somebody. Um, and yeah, it's freaking good. Gregorian Tats at 432. Yeah, interesting. But the Rolling Stones quadraphonic might work with. You know what? I don't know anything about quadraphonic sound. I've heard references to it, but I've never researched it. And it's only been how long? Um, hmm, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I know it has an interesting effect. I'm still waiting to see what it does to ADHD. It would really be phenomenal if it tamped that down too. But um it's just been too darn long. I actually read something when I was with advanced behavioral research. I read something that was talking about the effects of it on the your neural pathways and things like that, and it really seemed interesting that it helped the brain do a lot of things, and I just don't remember what they were. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Damn Tampa. Damn. Yeah, yeah. And I thought it was old like that, like 70s, if memory serves, or okay, 80s. But yeah, um, damn it, that is interesting. But yeah, some of that stuff is really kind of freaky when you get into it. Frequency. It's just energy. Yep. We are energy. Love is energy. Hmm. Quantum entanglement. It's been a while since I heard that one. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But I wonder if, um, and that'd be something to dig in and find out. I don't think there's been a whole lot. Well, there probably has been a little bit of study on it, but it hasn't really hit the mainstream. And of course, when you're searching for like ADHD and treatments like that, you're exposed to the same thing written, like same time, over and over again, the same study, like 80%, and finding different stuff like that. It's like a really small percentage. It's hard to find it in all this noise. But yeah, I would love to dig in on that. It'd be interesting to see. Um, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I always thought the brain was just up here, you know, but it turns out your brain stem is considered part of your brain, and it's this long cord that goes down your middle of your back. Um, it's like, well, why is that not represented? It's just because our models and everything only use this part because it's all brain stem, it's all the same thing. So I guess that kind of makes sense, but mm, it is. It really is. You can see videos where they've done. I don't know what kind of implants they are, if they're cochlear or what, where girls, or like a young girl, that's one sort I watch, where she hears what her voice sounds like for the first time, and she almost breaks out in tears. I mean, just how beautiful it sounds to her. It's just really powerful stuff when you see it. It really is a gift, and I never appreciated it until I had a sinus infection that killed a lot of my hearing. Of course, also guns and sitting next to a couple bass amps that because the bass amps were always behind me and the guitars were you know their amps and the keyboards were further out, but yeah, the bass was and I never gave it any thought, you know but yeah, playing for, especially in your practice, when you're in a band, you practice 8 9 hours a day, at least if you're serious, and the only time you don't is when you're working your part-time job to pay for you to eat so you can play music. And then you go out and you play music and you get lower than minimum wage. It is, there is a lot of stuff with your gut being your second brain. Um, like when people start healing their gut, they will oftentimes feel grief. In fact, that's, it's like really well known. And it's just like, wow. And a lot of your memories are actually down that brainstem, or not memories, but a lot of your programmed responses and things like that. And if you keep thinking, oh, I can reprogram my lizard brain to try holding your breath, eventually your lower brainstem will make you pass out, and then you'll start breathing again. It'll do it automatically, or yeah, try to consciously, just with your brain, stop your heart. You can't do it. Make your heart pause. You can make it slow down if you calm down, you meditate, but you can't stop it. Hmm. Oh, resonant. Yeah. Well, it's. What do you guys think of melted buildings? Yeah. Well, yeah, and they're still figuring out what frequencies do. What do you think of those videos that you see from time to time? I realize I don't know how many of them are. I realize a high percentage of them are probably faked. But there used to be a bunch of videos where people would talk about they'd walk outside and they'd hear strange noise, um, like trumpet, no trumpets blowing, but it was really kind of an odd noise. And it sounded like it was coming from this, or you'd see the videos and they said it sounded like it was coming from the ground, or some people would say it was coming from the sky. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to those. Maybe they were all fake. I would like to think they're not, but I guess my wants and passions don't control reality, though. But yeah, mm, yes, yeah. And that was with me when I got hearing aids um, for the first time. I was amazed the audiologist knew to stop and say, "Okay, this strange noise you're hearing, that's the sound of the air vents." And the thing is that I've always been able to hear, but yeah, it's just been so long since I heard some of those noises. Mm, mm. Where is that? Where is that? There we go. Mm. Yeah, Nick. Because I think, wait a minute, this sounds like, yeah. I couldn't see his name because my mic's blocking my Nikola Tesla. Mm. Yeah, you don't need to feel sorry for me. Hey, I appreciate it though. Yeah, just go ahead and be like Kevin Spacey. I mean, he's a bit creepy, but just gently caress the like button. Oh man, that dude. I really wanted to like him though. He's a good actor. Um, but yeah, that was a bit creepy. But and you could tell the fact that he. Oh yeah, not like I can't stand. Oh yes, yeah. I've seen a lot of people who the brain interprets certain frequencies as pain. Um, and it's not like ear shattering sounds. It's just normal sounds. Like some people, crinkling a can would your brain would interpret as pain. Like, oh, wow. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Man, this is getting deep. Mm. Yeah. This is interesting though. I do love talking about this kind of thing. I mean, I was hoping to be a lot more belligerent and kind of, loud and everything, but yeah, I kind of thrashed my voice. I was hoping to be a little more like I am on Chris and Melinda's videos, but yeah, just different energy for me today. Um, music sometime when I'm trying to fall. Mm, interesting, interesting. Wow, that's cool. Well, I mean, you probably don't think it's cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tampa B, you probably don't think it's cool at all. In fact, it might be creepy to you, but I just find that fascinating. Hey, that's interesting stuff. He makes water. It's not that long. Um, I don't know what the. Let me see something here. Let me see something. I don't. I've never tried this before. It may not work. Just to give you a heads up, I've seen a lot of people try this, and there's something about the bandwidth. This may not work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Will Smith, the like button. Yeah. Um, mm, sorry, Tampa. Wow. Interesting. Let me see here. Let me get on the bottom of the comment. That's interesting. I wouldn't expect that. A lot of times, I was exposed to heavy bass. Okay, you would think my lower end would be gone. It isn't. It's my upper end that's gone. Just the wavelengths and things like that. But wow, that's interesting. Because usually, yeah, your lower end is the first thing to go. Oh, don't hit them. Hmm. I have. Wait a minute. I'm gonna see this. I have a theory on noises. Hmm. Let me try this. Well, how do I do this? Doesn't smell propane. Wow. Interesting how our senses can work. That's right. Yep. Thanks for saying it, seventh. Okay, let me see here. How do you do this? Share screen. And this is called Amazing Resonance. Here we go. Boom. Share. Okay. Now, I don't know if let me turn up the volume, the gain. This may deafen you. It may sound like crap. It may jump. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully, there's enough bandwidth, but let me know if this works. Go to the 1 minute mark. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Wow. Interesting. That's cool. Oh, I wouldn't have expected that. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Ned. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Ned. That was a good video. That was interesting stuff. Wow. Okay, I got the volume all the way off. I don't know what this is. This is just the same. Oh, it's ice. Interesting. I thought it was like salt or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're actually. You can actually hear. Let me turn that off. You could actually hear the audio frequency. Yeah. Let me get this out of the way. This is probably going to sound high, but I'm just wondering what the pitch sounds like. Yeah, it's very high. I just find this all fascinating now. I mean, I know if I played the audio, it probably would send some people into fits. Let me just turn it up, see how this is going to be high pitch. So, yeah. Well, it's like it sounds like a flute almost.
Sprinkle a little more, please.
You could just say sand, just briefly.
1033.
Wow. That is, to me, what I find amazing that it's so clear. Okay. Let's do that. Well, let's see. How can I get back to this? Okay, fine. I'll do it in the same window. We just go boom, then pay and bit since I can't copy. Ooh, does Restream let you copy and paste out of the program? I better be careful. I'm also going to wind up on the Ron Jeremy page. No, let's go Ben Bacon bits. There we go. Go back to. Oh, duh! There he is, right there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. It's not. Oh, okay. It's just catching up. Okay, I realize there's a delay in. Wait, what? Wait a minute. This is weird. Let me see here. Try doing this. Replace screen sharing with semantics. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. I thought it would still share the same window.
The film you're about to see has no characters. If you spare a little of your imagination, it is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies on matter.
There is some advantage to not being monetized. You can do stuff like this. Oh, boy.
Everything owes
Wow.
existence solely and completely to sound.
That's cool. Oh, cool. Tesla coil. Wow, that is too cool. Let's see here. That was really cool. Thanks for sharing that. That is neat. And I got it in my history, you know. That is really cool stuff. Oops, there. That was really, really neat. Thanks again for sharing that. I really loved the music, and it was just interesting to see how everything else plays into it. Man, that was really neat stuff. Yeah, well, yeah, Tesla coil. Uh, man, wow. Now I'm too amped up to go to bed. That was really good stuff, though. I really did like that. Hmm. Dang it, YouTube! I've seen this so many channels. Oh, what happened? Talk to me, Ned. Let's see. Oh, oh, okay. Am I back? Interesting. Okay, it must just suspended it. Although I imagine, well, it might have given me a strike, but hey, you know what? I got two more. That was worth it. That was really cool, though. Thank you for sharing that, Tampa. Or Tampa. Hey, at least it looks like it made it to the end, though, um, or close to the end. So, yeah, if it gave me a strike, it's fine. I got two more, but yeah. Besides, I don't think a strike is permanent anyway. I think you just wait for a while and it'll go away. So, yeah, you know what? It's all good. I do need to go to bed, although good luck now because now I'm all amped up. That was really cool music. And, that's one thing. Ron Jeremy did it. Yeah. But that was one thing, too. I know that everybody in here, or maybe not everybody, but I know we said it once before that music to people who are empathetic will tend to resonate more with them. So yeah, I think most of us got much more out of that than you know. mm, mm. Yeah, it will. It's all perfect anyway. I'm not monetized, so it's all good. Um, yeah, they'll go away. But I think that's even happened to some bigger channels too. I remember that happening to a couple of them. But that was cool. That was really, it was worth it. If I got a strike, fine. Thanks again for sharing that, Ned. That was well worth it. And the best thing about it, I have it in my history. But you can share the links. Would you mind? Well, I guess you already did. You already shared the links to that stuff so other people can get it on their end too. Um, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind dropping the links just one more time, pretty please. Um, yeah, that was cool stuff. Okay, you all, thank you so much for joining me. Um, I realize I wasn't really very energetic tonight, but hey, I enjoyed spending this time with you guys, and it was a great evening. Um, I hope you all take care. And oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Ned to share this before I end my stream. Um, yeah, because they were fantastic. That was cool stuff. I'm so glad that I'm so glad you brought that up. Um, yeah. Mm, but yeah, I gotta. Yeah, and this would be the best place for me to keep track of it too. I mean, granted, I have it in my browser, but yeah, there's quite a few people I want to tell about those videos. Those were some really cool. I think Spanx would also get a kick out of it. Okay, you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you again for all those videos, Ned. That was awesome. Um, thank you for indulging me on this, whatever you call this. Love you guys. You take care. Have a great evening. If I can find how to